Discount rate is 10%. Let's enter the cash flows 9, 10, 15, 2, 78. I'll get rid of that just in case. Just read it off. But, you also see T star for regular is 2 for the 3. You also see your payback periods. Done. PI, all of that is in one place, 1193.77. Caroline's Candles would like to buy 134,000 of new candle making equipment. They have a major loan maturing in 3 years and needs the money at that time to avoid bankruptcy. Candle making group is expected to increase the cash flows by $27,000 in the first year, 48 in the second year, 69 for the following 2 years. Should they do it? Well, it's a 4-year project. It costs $134. You don't worry about discount rate yet. They need to pay their loan back in 3 years, so our cutoff is going to be 3. Cash flows are $27.48. 69 and 69. In what year we get positive, or what's the last year before turning positive? 2. And payback period is 2.855. And as you see with the green check mark, yes, they should go ahead. Why? Because it takes less than 3 years to get their money back. Sure. I mean, if I did my cutoff, this is 1 month. So it's by about a month. Not even, by about a month. Yes, because money will be recovered within 3 years. Blah, blah, blah. Modeling costs are estimated at $2.15 million. I'm going to make that basically $21.50. Okay. So I'm doing this in thousands. Has agreed to pay an additional $750 a year in rent for the next 4 years. Discount rate is 13%. What is the benefit of remodeling? So you're going to spend $2.15 million, but if you remodel, tenant is going to pay another $3 million over 4 years in equal installments. Is it worth doing it? If so, how much value this adds? Well, that's the definition of NPV. Basically, $80,000 in this case. I mean, I converted everything into thousands. So again, by their skin, they should do it. This is yellow threshold of 5%. So if it's within plus or minus 5% of the investment, it puts yellow line. Just be careful. Right there. Okay. Now I'm just going to put the inputs. You guys tell me how to do the payback. 84. It is a 3-year project. 39, 55, 12. So what do you think I should do to calculate the payback? Remember, dark greens are my inputs. So for regular payback, what should I put for T star? That's basically how I'm going to do it. By the way, I can make that automatic. I just choose not to do it in this class. In my Finance 301, I write a little macro that figures out the year when that color changes, and it puts it in there. But
So it's the year before it's not negative.
the year before green, think of it that way. The last year that it was negative.
So, yeah.
Exactly. That's it. As the Germans say, das ist alles. Alles means all. Das, this, is. That's it, 1.818. I could have made it easier. I just chose not to, but given that I'm not using macro in this class, at least explicitly, because this thing, for these purposes, uses macros. By the way, do you guys know what that does? It goes to the last sheet. Suppose I was here, I want to go back to the seeker. It's a neat little macro that you can do. There's a way to save the name of the last current sheet you are in. As soon as you deactivate that sheet, it saves that. So in the next sheet that you go to, you say, oh, I forgot where I was. Can I go back there? And just go there. In this case, on a discounted payback, that would be 2. Okay. But in this case, we're just looking for 818. Or rounded up, 82. Okay. 1.4 million. So 11.4. No cash flows for the first 2 years. Nada, ničevo. Nada means zero in Spanish. Ničevo is in Russian. Starting year 3, it's going to produce 68.8 for 7 years. So this is a 9-year project. 688. It's risky, so firm assigned a discount rate of 21.8. What's the NPV? Done. Of course, I converted everything to thousands, so you're going to write it 542,400. But even if you wrote 542.40, I would immediately understand that you did scale change. Blackboard would mark it as 0, but when I do manually, I change that. So don't worry about that sort of stuff. If somehow I missed it, send me an email letting me know that you should have, but you didn't. I'll go ahead and do it. And last question. Okay. This one, we're gonna solve it using algebra. We could also do it otherwise, but remember where are you? PI is 1 plus NPV over cost of project. Okay. So in this problem, we're being asked, let me actually copy it. Come on. Come on, come to Papa. Well, we know NPV, we know PI, right? And what's the cost of project? Well, cost of project is equal PI minus 1 divided by NPV, right? No? I'm sorry. I did it too quickly. PI minus 1 is NPV over COP, and COP equals NPV over PI minus 1. Of course, in this case, NPV is 11,682. PI minus 1 is 0.53. Twenty-two, 041, 51. There's an alternative way you could do it. Actually, no. This is better. All right. Any question on how I did that? It's just a simple equation solved for the unknown. I mean, we did problems like that in 5th grade when I was in school. We were more rigorous compared to you guys, or most of you guys. What was the answer? Not that it matters too much. It's 12041. Again, this has to do with, yeah. I mean, if you're in the ballpark of the right answer, I give you the full points. Why didn't I get it right? Eleven 682 divided by that's interesting. So 11,682 divided by 22,041. Yeah, that should be right. Maybe I put a comma. I don't know. That shouldn't be an issue. Or I may have formulated the answer incorrectly when I set up the quiz. So if, remember, I'm human. I set up these open answer ones. If you believe that I am in error, let me know. Because I'm not gonna, unless I see it myself, I'm not gonna check everything whether I've done it right. Any questions, guys? All right, I'll also post Chapter 8 homework tomorrow morning. Actually, I'll post the homework tomorrow afternoon because I have plated appointments tomorrow earlier. But either way, that's also due next Friday. Remember, full Jeopardy next Monday. Jeopardy and only Jeopardy.
Go ahead, buddy.